Hey, so thank you for being here to talk about the Breathwork Facilitator certification course. If you're thinking, okay, is this for me? Is this going to work for me? Definitely take some time to scroll through the testimonials that I've got on the directory page and on my YouTube page. There's so many students that, maybe sound similar to you, and maybe you might realize that if it's worked for them, it will work for you. But let's talk about that. The things that I've noticed the most that holds people back and wondering if it's for them or not is the number one complaint is they say, I'm not healed enough. I'm not healed enough. Like when I get on top of my game and when I feel like a whole and complete person, then I'll come do the course. And I just want to say to you that you are whole and complete now. We all have things that we have to heal from, and we're all on different levels of nervous system stability and being able to regulate our emotions. And that's okay. Start where you are. This course almost forces you to heal. Like it's going to bring up some stuff. It's going to allow you to dig deep and to let go of any limiting beliefs. It's going to help you let go of any past memories and traumas. And it kind of helps you rewrite your brain to be able to take those situations and turn them into a learning lesson, and it puts you at a further away view so you're not affected by those things, day to day. They're not bubbling up to the surface. So it's very, very powerful just by doing all the breath work that you've got to do to certify. We do 35 hours of practicing breath work. Like you've got to do a lot of hours of just you doing the breath yourself. And those 35 hours are going to help you heal as you learn. And then on top of that, we also have a whole module that is dedicated to self-healing. I found that people can only journey as far as their facilitator has gone. So it's important to do the healing as a facilitator and make sure that you're coming in clear and clean as a facilitator. So I, of course, created a module just for self-healing, and it takes the whole time. Like you don't just whip through it in a week. You have one lesson a week and you take, 6 months of doing the deep dive on your own healing in this module. So that this module includes inner family systems. It can include some shadow work, some inner child work. It talks about, all the shoulds that we place on our own shoulders. And it has all these different meditations and exercises that you go through to do your own work. So it's very, very powerful in and of itself. Even if you weren't doing the breath work, just that module is powerful and deeply healing. So I include it in part of this course to make sure that you're ready. You're ready and you feel regulated. You feel like you are in a place to help someone else. So if you not being healed enough is holding you back, don't let it. You will be a great facilitator and we will help you get there. Okay. Another thing that holds people back is the finances. And so if finances are holding you back, you're like, I don't know if I can afford this. I don't know if I can make this happen financially. I just want to give you some hope, and we teach you some manifestation. I'm adding in as a bonus if you sign up at during this open cart window, I'm adding a bonus that actually teaches you how to manifest abundance using breath work. So it's a totally different module. Again, it's a different package that I sell separately for $599. And I'm including it into this course to help you be able to bring up that abundance. So if you've got to put it on a credit card or payment plan for the course, this abundance manifestation is going to help you get that back and make sure that you're able to afford it and make it happen. And I know in my life, my very first certification course, when I felt the call to become a facilitator, I was in the same shoes. I was actually new to being like on my own financially. I was kind of starting a divorce and it was not pleasant. So I was not working. I didn't have any finances coming from the ex or my husband at the time, and so I had to figure out how to afford this. And at the same time as I was trying to figure out how to pay bills in a new place, how to buy food and clothes for my children, like I was strapped financially. I actually had to even be on food stamps during that time. And when I jumped in and was just like, you know what, I feel a calling. I don't know how I'm going to make this work, but I jumped in, things worked out. I was able to make my payments every single month, and they weren't small. It was $400 a month for the certification course that I was doing. And somehow I was able to figure out how to do it. And I truly believe it's because diving into my own healing and doing what I know I was being called to do, the universe was just like, we'll make this happen, girl. We will make this happen. And I'm so happy to say that after doing breathwork for a, chunk of time, I don't even remember how long it was, maybe 3-6 months. I don't know. I was able to get off the food stamps. So not only was I able to make the payments for my breathwork certification course, I was also able to get off of any government assistance. And as I've continued on this path, I've actually been able to create quite the living for me and my children. And I'm just so thrilled with it. It's more than I ever could have imagined. And I'm just thrilled with the way I'm not just surviving financially, I am thriving. And I get to teach you those same tips and tricks. And it's up to you. Only you know if you're being called. But if you're being called, having some faith, having some forward thinking is really going to help you in this decision. If you have any questions on that, feel free to reach out to me. Okay, so some other things is, let's just talk about what's in the course. Some people, if they're wondering if this course is for them or not, it's because they don't know what's in it. Like, let's dive into the details. And so this course is full of information. I had to take 4 different certification courses to be able to feel like I was able to facilitate confidently and know things. When I did my first course, I actually kept bumping into people that are like, oh, you do breath work? Have you done this? Or have you done that? And they kept on saying these things that I didn't know. And I was like, I'm certified. How do I not know the answers? And so then I'd go find another certification course and learn. And then same thing, more would come up. And I'm like, ooh, how do I not know the answers? I've got to get certified now in this. So learning all the different ways has made me feel very confident in myself. And so I think that it's very important that I give that all to you in one course. Like, you don't have to take multiple courses like I did. You don't have to have your bachelor's in physiology like I did. And not only that, I also have learned how to facilitate plant medicine journeys as a separate certification, because I feel like they're so similar. Because when we do a holotropic breathwork session, you get that DMT, the dimethyltryptamine, and it's like being on a hallucinogenic. So I was like, well, let's learn that too. So I teach you all of that in one course, because it's not fair to make you go a million places like I did. I can't even add up how much I've spent learning to be a master in breathwork facilitation, and I'm giving that to you in just one course at one price. Okay, what else is in there? So also trauma informed. You can spend up to $8,000 getting a certification as a trauma informed coach. And I'm teaching you all of that in this course as well, because during breathwork, stuff might come up, and I want you to be able to handle and be there for someone who may be working through some of their own traumas. So it's very important. So of course I add that into the course as well. But yeah, we dive deep into the anatomy and physiology. You're going to be learning the muscles of the body. You're going to be learning how fascia works and how we store energy and emotion in our fascia. You're going to be learning the respiratory system. So you'll learn all the muscles and bones and airways through the respiratory system and how it all works. You're going to learn about the diaphragm and how complex and important the diaphragm is in your whole body. I mean, your diaphragm, not to dive into it too much, but your diaphragm helps your heart rate, it helps your digestion, it helps your nervous system, it helps your emotions. It is in charge of so many different things, and you're going to learn all of it. You're also going to learn the nervous system, how your nervous system works, how it reacts, how we get into the sympathetic system, how we get into the parasympathetic system, and you're going to learn how to, work with both of those systems to get a result for your clients. Another thing you will learn is the energy systems. So chakras, meridians, nadis, how energy flows through the body and what it's in charge of. You're going to learn a deep dive on that as well. So there's so much just in the anatomy and physiology, the way the body works, and you're going to learn it all. Then we're going to learn psychology. You're going to learn how different emotions come up and how different beliefs and cultures and mirror neurons all affect our psychology and the way our brain functions, and how that interplays with breath work and with life, and how breath work can help shift that for a much better balanced life. And mood regulation, depression, anxiety, PTSD. We learn about how breath work can help that and how to be a facilitator that can shift someone's psychology as well. Let's see, what else are we want to talk about? Okay, so that's, the deep dive on the anatomy, physiology, psychology, but then you're going to learn all the different types of breath work. So you don't have to go elsewhere to find more types of breath work. So you're going to learn the proper way to breathe so that people can make shifts just day to day, just with awareness of proper breathing and practicing it within themselves. And then you're going to learn daily practices, things people can do with just 5-10 minutes a day to improve their anatomy, physiology, their respiratory system, their nervous system, and their mood, all with just a short little daily practice. So you'll learn pranayama, you will learn Wim Hof, you will learn like the therapeutic breaths like 4-7-8 and box breathing. You're going to learn so many different types of daily practices that I think there's 47 different ones that you can do just during the day to improve just a few minutes a day. And then we learn all the journeys, how to do a breathwork journey. And there's so many different types and theories and beliefs and protocols. And so you're going to learn them all. You're going to learn rebirth breathing. You're going to learn transformational breathing. You're going to learn biodynamic breathing. You're going to learn shamanic breathwork. You're going to learn vibration and neurodynamic breathwork. There's so many different types. I'm going to make sure you know how to use them all. And in my way of thinking is you can follow those exact ways that we teach for each of those different types of journeys, but you also are going to learn intuition and how to use your intuition to be able to serve your client or the group in exactly how they need. So you can mix and match these different types of breath work in a session to really serve your clients best. So besides all of those different types of breath work and intuition, you're going to be learning energy work as well. So you'll be learning how to use energy with your clients to help them move and their energy and help them release. And then also body work, where to touch, how to touch, to be able to assist your or your breathers as well. So there's so much in this course, and I don't want you to get overwhelmed. You get to go at your own pace. You can go slow. You have multiple ways to learn. The other thing that people question, is this for me, is can they fit it into their day? Yes, you can. This is all online and all self-paced with optional live learning. So if you want to watch these videos as you drive to work or during your lunch break or have them in your ear while you're cleaning the house or doing the dishes, you can fit this course in anywhere. And so there's modules that you get to watch online at your own pace, but then there's also these live learnings where 2 days a month, you can come to American Fork or tune in over Zoom and participate live as we learn each of these different things. And then those are also recorded, so you can watch the live learnings later as well. So there are so many different ways that you can learn and make this fit into your busy, hectic daily life. So I give you a year to make it through this coursework. I've had people bust it out in just 3 months, and I've had people take a year. It's up to you. You will be able to do it. And I am your mentor along the whole way. You reach out to me. You get my phone number, my email. You get to reach out anytime you want to be able to get the assistance you need. And we also are adding bonuses in this if you sign up during this open cart time, where I'm going to be giving you 3 sessions just with me. So you can use those sessions to do a breathwork session and experience what a one-on-one's like, or experience what a Zoom session is like, one over the computer virtually. Or you can just come to me and pick my brain. Or I've even had people be like, you know what, I just really need you to help me plan this session that I'm going to do for practice. And so I'll work with you on really building out your own session. However you need me, you get 3 sessions to really have me as your mentor on a big chunk of time. But you always have me in your back pocket where you can send me a message and I will reply, give me a call, whatever it needs to be. I'm your mentor. I'm not just giving you this assignment and saying, okay, go learn. You get the assignments, you have questions, you reach out to me. And I check in on you as well. So I think that's pretty much it. There's also Fast Hours, which is a weekend where everyone comes together and can come to my spot in American Fork, Utah, and really experience all the different types of breath work. And I bring in guest facilitators to teach as well, so you're not just only hearing from me. So there's more information on that in the links, so make sure you learn about the Fast Hours as well. But this course is for you. I have really made a solid effort to make it as accessible financially and time-wise as possible. And then just giving you all the different types of ways of learning so that it will work for you. And I'm so excited to have you on board. Reach out to me if you have any questions.